Mark Reina, it's M-A-R-C-R-E-I-N-A. I'm a deputy chief for LAPD assigned to our Operations South Bureau. At approximately 9:30 this morning, one of our LAPD motorcycle officers was patrolling in the area of Figueroa and State Street. At that time, he observed a male, Caucasian, approximately 35 years old, walking westbound on State from Figueroa, armed with what appeared to be a rifle. That officer requested additional units to respond to the area. Additional LAPD officers did respond. The suspect continued westbound on State Street, at which time an officer-involved shooting occurred. The Los Angeles Fire Department was requested to respond to the scene, and the fire department pronounced the suspect dead at scene. At this time, our Force Investigation Division investigators are on scene. This will also be investigated by the District Attorney's Office, as well as the Inspector General's Office for LAPD. No officers were injured in this incident. No community members were injured in this incident. The California Science Center was briefly placed on lockdown, but has reopened, but the north side of the facility is closed, as you can see, due to the crime scene that's behind here. Other than that, this will just be investigated normally as our officer-involved shooting protocol, and more information will come out later from our media relations as we proceed to that investigation.
Chief, I know it's early, but can you share with us anything that what prompted the officer-involved shooting, exchange of words, threatening motion, anything?
We don't have that information at this time. That'll be a follow-up with our investigators as they discuss the interactions between the officers and the suspect with those officers.
Did the suspects fire any rounds at officers?
We don't believe so at this time. However, that has to be investigated still with the evidence that's at scene, along with the statements from the officers that were involved.
At any time was anybody here in this neighborhood, this area, ever threatened anything? There was some work that happened last year, just right now.
No, we don't believe that there was any community members in the vicinity of the officer-involved shooting. Obviously, there are people in this area because businesses are open, but we don't believe anyone was an immediate threat when that officer-involved shooting occurred, or there's no ongoing threat to the community.
You know what kind of rifle it was? Was it a single shot or was it an automatic rifle?
Not at this time. It has to be investigated.
Do you have any idea as to why this is?
No, that'll be followed up by our investigators as to the motive of the suspect, the circumstances as to why he was here on State Street armed with a rifle.
Did the suspect point weapon to the officer?
That will be determined through the investigation, through the view of body-worn video that the officers had, any video surveillance that captured this incident, along with their statements.
How many officers respond? How many officers respond to this?
There was numerous officers that responded. Again, I don't have the total number, but well over a dozen officers did respond to this location. Protocol as in?
Is there any guns, officers,
Sure. So what will happen immediately after an officer-involved shooting, that officer is separated, a public safety statement is taken from the officer. Later on, the officer will be interviewed by investigators, and this instance will be briefed to the chief of police. The officer does, the LAPD does mandate that officers have a session with a department psychologist for their well-being, their mental well-being. There could be follow-up sessions determined by that psychologist, but yes, we make sure we take care of the mental wellness and welfare of the officers.
It's just one officer that fired?
At this time, there's more than one officer. The total number of officers involved in the shooting will be determined through the investigation.
Suspect?
It's not determined at this time.